Do you want your child to make safe choices and stay away from drugs? The answer isn't just saying no, it's setting clear boundaries with love and consistency. Today, we're talking about using appropriate and consistent discipline because children thrive when they know what to expect. Parents and caregivers are the first line of defense. Hi, I'm Aaron, and welcome back to Talk Before They Try, brought to you by the Kent County Health Department. This is episode number 5, and if you haven't seen our first 4 episodes, pause here and check them out. We've covered a variety of important topics that will assist you in teaching your child skills to help them resist drug use, all while helping you strengthen your relationship. Today we're diving into how you can use discipline to guide your child through those tricky preteen and teen years. Stick around for more for an interview with Matt Jahalke, a substance use disorder therapist from Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services. He'll share some insights on setting boundaries that work. Here's a quote related to what we're talking about today from Jim Rohn. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Let's take a moment to think back to when you were 12 or 13. Who set rules for you? A parent, guardian, a teacher? What happened when you broke a rule? Did you lose privileges or get grounded? How did those consequences make you feel? Fair, unfair, or a bit of both? Those boundaries shaped who you are today, and right now, you're the one setting boundaries for your child. Why does discipline matter? Children learn by following clear rules. When parents set boundaries and follow through consistently, children are less likely to try drugs or take other unhealthy risks. Here are 3 components to setting healthy boundaries. First, clarity. Specific rules show children what's expected. Second, consistency. Following through every time builds trust. And third, support. Discipline with love. It shows you care about their future. Keep this in mind. Discipline doesn't mean being harsh. Maybe you've given in after an argument or skipped a consequence because it felt too tough. Those mixed messages can confuse children and lead to risky behaviors like drug use. The good news? You can start setting clear boundaries today. Here are 3 ways to use appropriate and consistent discipline. Set specific rules. Instead of saying something vague like, be good, it's a lot more productive to say something like, be home by 8 p.m. or call if you're late. Give your child clear rules because they're so much easier to follow. Use logical consequences. Make sure the punishment fits the crime and that they can connect it with what they did wrong. If they miss curfew, they might lose out on outings for a week. Having discipline for your child requires that you be disciplined too. Follow through every time. Letting things slide teaches children they can push limits. Try this at home. Pick one rule, such as no phones after 9 p.m. Set a consequence, like lose phone privileges for a day. Write it down with your child and post it. Check in after a week. Now, we've got a question from a parent about discipline. My child pushes back every time I set a rule and I end up giving in. How can I stay consistent? Great question. Children test boundaries. It's normal. Stay calm. Explain why the rule matters, like being home on time keeps you safe. And follow through. They'll learn you mean business. Now, let's hear from an expert. I'm joined once again by Matt Jahalke, a substance use disorder therapist from Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services. Matt helps families navigate discipline, and he's going to give us some of his professional advice. Matt, why is consistent discipline so important for preventing drug use?
I love this question, Aaron, because isn't consistency important for nearly everything? Like, we're consistent in telling our young children not to run into the road to put their hands on hot stoves. Like, when our young children are little, we're consistent with them. As they get older, we're consistent in telling them not to pick their nose in front of people or to wake up at the same time to catch the school bus. We're consistent with that. Maybe we expect them to attend church consistently or expect them to eat dinner at the same time, that sort of thing. So, that being said, why does consistency change? It's not because our child changes. It's because consistency is a lot of work. It takes a lot of work for us to parent consistently, and therefore, your child needs to expect consistency in parenting with alcohol and drug use. It's not easy to do. We get tired of it, that's for sure. But it's up to you to make it happen. How do you do it if you no longer have this consistency in your home? That's okay. It's okay. Explain that you want to start consistency again. Talk with your kids about that. Address it directly again. That's that assertive communication.
What's one way parents can set clear rules that children respect?
They and no, we have not had many rules or much discipline in this house. It's been much easier for us as parents to let you do what you want. And honestly, that's what we've been doing. That doesn't mean that it's right. Like, because we love you and we care about you so much, your mother and I are going to be doing the hard work of tough parenting. And we came up with some rules and consequences if the running away and drug use continues.
How can parents stay calm when children push back?
I love this question too, because you're going to get it. You will get pushback. So have some self confidence in what you're doing. Know that you're doing the right thing. If you're standing up to your child, probably going to feel a little awkward. It may actually tick them off. That's okay. They might scream back, but know in your heart that not allowing your child to have drugs or alcohol and having rules against it in the home is the right thing to do. Knowing that will help you stay calm. And in the face of that, you can expect your children to push back some. Know that that's okay. So whether they're going to push back about the drugs or alcohol or push back against some of the other rules, that's okay. Just expect it some.
What's one practical tip for parents to start using discipline with their child today?
Oh, yeah. So discipline is interesting. I want to preface this by saying that we have been talking a lot about discipline, and discipline is not the most important deterrent for adolescents related to children using drugs and alcohol or substances. Why was the war on drugs not successful? Like, you can set up all these hardcore punishments, hardcore consequences, and when you make using drugs and alcohol extremely punitive, then there's risk factors that are inherent in that process. Like, they're going to hide away from talking to you, and you're not going to get the truth if you are doing that. At the same time, having discipline for alcohol and drugs in the home with your kids is really necessary to show that your children how much you care and that you love them, because kids need to have some consequences. I'll allow you as parents to determine the most appropriate discipline for your kids. But I would never specifically recommend what that discipline would be. And that's a very personal matter for you to determine. Now, I do believe that there are over and under punishments or disciplines. So be aware of that fact, but I'll let you balance that out.
Thanks, Matt, for that great information. Those tips will help us set boundaries so that we can stay consistent with discipline. In our next episode, we'll talk about taking a clear stand on drugs, as well as specifics about two drugs that are becoming more common among young people, vapes and marijuana. If you're finding value in Talk Before They Try, join us for the rest of the series. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment about a time you set a rule. How did it go? Please do us a favor. Answer our short survey to help us improve our future videos. The link is found in the description. Thanks for joining us for Talk Before They Try. And remember, parents are the first line of defense.